Welcome to year 4, month 7. We've got 18 months to go. We're $2.7 million short right now. I have a feeling by the end of this episode, we're going to be really close to that $3 million mark and only be $2 million left to go. You know, a lot of the same that we've done in the last episodes. We're going to treat our fields, make some progress there. Potentially make a new field. I've been thinking about things around that, so we'll see if we have time for that. 6,000 planks long and 5,000 wood beams today, and the wood beam price is great at the warehouse. That's a nice way to start the episode, $80,000. We do have fertilizer going on the grass field. We're gonna pick up the bales that we've neglected to for a couple months now on the old, I think it was it barley or wheat? I don't even remember what the crop was, but we do need to get that straw picked up and probably decide which straw or amounts of straw we're gonna sell. But before I get too far, I want to kind of just take a look at all the things we have and make sure we're not missing opportunities to sell things at peak prices. Canola, no way, we're good there. Wheat, it was wheat. Wheat, we're gonna have to wait till December. I don't know why it doesn't show up here, but we do know we have some goat milk, which we're gonna wait till September for that. So we'll probably do that this episode along with, no, the other goat stuff's not gonna go today. What about planks? I'm gonna go grab all the planks we have. It's not gonna be as many as last time, but we'll get those sold here next. Slurry would be good too, but it's just, I don't think we're gonna do anything with that. The other thing we wanted to look at is the buffalo. Buffalo mozzarella is September, even though prices are pretty decent right now, but we'll hold off on that. Okay, we got plans. Get the planks next, and then we'll get to that baling. And it was the best at sell everything, so we might as well do it. Another 16 grand puts us real close to 2.4, and we know with the silage we're gonna get well over 200,000, so that's gonna put us around 2.6 million there. So that gets us at least to our goal. We want, 2.5, 500,000 every episode. So 2.5 would put us on task or on target for getting to the 5 million by December of year 5. But at this point, I'm looking at like next June, I'm hoping. Okay, just checking over here. They have 700 left. How much have they done? Decent amounts. They might need a little bit more, but we will deal with that when the time comes. Time to get to baling here so we can get this field flipped today. It's gonna be a little hard to see everything in these weeds, but we'll manage. And I'm gonna take a look after we do this at all the crops we have planted to kind of diversify. Plant something a little different this time. And the tank is empty. How much do they have left? Ooh, decent amount. All right, let's cruise on over to the shop. And I think we might do maintenance on both of these while we're over there. Yeah, it seems like a wise decision. All right, let's take a look here. How much is this gonna cost us? Just about $800 to repair this. I don't know if there's any value in repairing that, but this one for, yeah, $1,200. Let's go ahead and do that. Customize here. We do have the biggest extension already, and it holds 14,000 liters. So let's go ahead while we have, we know we'll go through it all still. So let's go ahead and grab 14,000 liters of fertilizer right now. It's gonna be expensive, but we need it. So that was $26,000, $27,000 really worth of fertilizer, which I think the straw itself might pay for. Boy, that took a little bit. Get all these loaded up on here. I don't know if we've ever done this. Full load it's nice. Oh, you know what? We're here. Let's get some fuel. Okay, I just don't know if they'll finish this on their own, so it's just a little bit. So we'll go ahead and take over. That was pretty much perfect timing there. So we should just be able to follow this path. We look at the map here. It's just this final 2 sides of the headland. And then we'll get back to baling. Slow start to today, but we'll get going. Just kind of thinking, like, what do you guys listen to? Do you watch stuff in the background? I know a good amount of people do watch these videos while they play. I've been listening, to a mixture of country and rock and kind of just, trying to figure out what the best playlist for me to have in the background while I make content is, and kind of paying attention to how the energy of my voice sounds based on what I'm listening to. And certain playlists, I get a little too relaxed, I think. Yeah, let me know what you guys are listening to or are doing while you're playing. Always interested in that. Now, I am still shocked that we don't have to do lime anywhere yet. I mean, we're in year 4. I guess it was maybe year 2 when we did most of the lime. So I guess it's coming soon, but I don't know. I haven't really paid attention to the cycle of that without precision farming. Kind of lost track of all that in FS22. I thought it was every 2 years, but maybe it's 3. All right, we are all done here. And I think this will be needed. Oh, this is gonna be harvestable next month. Nice. But I think we'll need this. Yeah, this direction next. Yeah, we have 2 fields we need to fertilize. That's right. So we'll get that going on that while we finish the baling. And then how are weeds looking? Yeah, we need to do weeds on that field as well. Okay. And is anything ready to harvest this month? Oh, we do. All right, we got a lot to do still. We're gonna be busy. All right, we'll get them going here. And we'll get back. Oh no, I did that wrong, didn't I? Yep, okay. Just seems like this constantly gets put on the back burner as secondary. We gotta get this field flipped. All right, we gotta keep those workers moving. They did finish this job here. Let's get them over to the new soybean field. What is this? Canola, we got sorghum, I believe, to harvest. And then canola to harvest next month. And soybeans over here. All right, I think that's all we're gonna get. Let's go ahead and empty this one out because we're gonna sell it right away. And we'll turn that off. We'll take this over to where it's gonna be needed next, so the baler's in a good spot, but you know what, first let's clean it. Did a little bit of cleaning to prep for the episode, but a lot of this equipment's in bad shape right now. 95% dirt over here, 50% damage. Does the yield affect, like, does it pick up less when it's damaged? I don't know. I think we'll repair this as well before we pick up grass again. That just looks so much better. I don't know why I don't do it more often. Oh, that reminds me, we haven't moved the buffalo milk yet. So let's drop this off. We'll move the buffalo milk, get the bale trailer so we can pick up those straw bales. And I'm gonna check prices, but I'm pretty sure either way, I'm probably gonna sell those straw bales right now. And top off in a little bit here. So we have 1,300 liters. And we'll have to, did a couple loads, so I don't think we'll need to check their food, but before the end of the month, we will double check. And I think we're getting close to needing some grass for the goats, so we'll have to double check on that as well. Okie dokie, drop that off. And then let's double check goat milk, because I've been just storing them. We have 9,000 goat milk and 1,400 buffalo milk, and then over here, it's piling up. Yeah, 9,000 liters of goat milk piled up there. Let's grab the bale trailer, get that straw, and I think the timing might be pretty good to get the weeds going, but I'm not sure if they're done with fertilizer yet. Them water buffalo, happy water buffalo with all their trees, all their shade. Let's see, I don't know how many, oh, yep, y'all want to keep that stuff moving. So let's go ahead and swap this out for the hoe and get these weeds taken care of. All right, they should be set there. Now we can finally pick up these bales. It's been kind of comical how long it's taken us to take care of this field. All right, so we have 24 here. We'll go see how much money this brings in. I don't think it's gonna be a ton, but it's well worth it. Every penny is gonna help get us to that $5 million mark. I was just taking a look. Silage prices aren't the best and they're heading down, so we might be holding on to this silage for a little bit. So we might not get to that 2.5 million, but it's fine. We know we have it. It's sitting right there. It's at least 200,000, even if we sold now. Just want to maximize it. Straw, I'm not really worried about. It's only like a $44 difference, which I guess is a bigger difference than it is for silage right now. I always second guess myself, but I'm gonna go with it. We have a lot more liters of silage than we do of straw, so it is more damaging to our bottom line to sell the silage early versus selling the straw farmer's market. Okay. Let's get it sold. And it is what it is. It's fine. Only 12 grand. It's okay. The snow has been insane lately here, guys. Just went up to get some water and it realized it's still snowing again. Grab some fuel, probably do some repairs as well here. And while we're waiting for that, let's go ahead, grab another set of seed. Spending a little more money than I want to, but we'll be okay. Yeah, the condition's terrible. 17 grand to repair this. My goodness. Oh, we were losing power though. Now I wanted to plant a crop that I could profit from before the end of the year, just being selfish here. But this is probably the last episode where we're gonna plant without it being super strategic. So we're gonna really try to maximize that money moving forward. I mean, we are already, but we're gonna take it into another gear. What's going on here? Oh man, we procrastinated the perfect amount. Get this put away, get the grain cart set up. We can finally get started on that sorghum harvest while I plant oats, and then I'll probably take over and finish the harvest. Some pretty good here in July. Clean this off, got to keep things good. 7% damage, that's crazy. This thing's pretty durable. This is the biggest field besides the grass field, so this might take a little bit. I think we have plenty of time in the day. I don't see any weather in the forecast, so let's go ahead and get this set up correct. We'll go that direction. We'll make sure we do 2 headlands. So I did notice it's been defaulting to 0 on course play. There we go. And we'll go first waypoint. And no driver available. Let's see. Now it's good. Okay. So they're going to get started on that. And we're going to prioritize this task. All right, away we go. Putting some oats in the ground. The direct drill, very nice. Don't have to cultivate, but we will have to do 2 applications of fertilizer with the spreader, and we will have to take care of the weeds with the hoe. Sure are making a day out of it today. Getting this field finished up. They're doing pretty good on the harvest. Been keeping an eye on that. Making some good time here. Trying to decide what I want to do next, and I think I want to just finish taking care of this field. I think would be the ideal process right now. So we'll get this all put away, get the fertilizer, and then potentially the weeds as well. And we'll see how the harvest is going and see if it needs help. Let's keep the good habit we're creating today going. Clean off the seeder. Yeah, 98%. Gets dirty fast. Still no damage after that though. Pretty nice. Yeah, this shouldn't take long at all. Tiny little field when it comes to this type of implement. And it looks like they need unloaded again. Doing the ups and downs now. They're done with the headlands. Now the harvest should fly at that point. Yeah, super quick job after doing that planting. But the progress is still good across the way. We'll get the hoe set up, and then I'm gonna evaluate what needs to be done just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, look at this. We are gonna need to lime this field, so things are making a little more sense, and we got a stare down going on here. This is not gonna end well. Why? Oh, well, that helps. Ma'am, thank you. All right, let's see how feed's going on these animals here. Looking good, looking good. How is the sawmill? Yeah, that's good. Sawmills, yeah, taken care of. We did that before this episode started. All right, so you're gonna go unload. You able to get there that way? Where are you going? Yeah, you're gonna go do your thing. Pretty enjoyable. Yep, 1350 lime bought. Money's just keeps going down, but we have a plan. We have a plan. We're gonna plant some more sorghum because it will be ready. Like if we plant it in August, we'll be able to harvest it in December and sell it by the end of the year. The oats that we just planted should be able to be harvested in November, and the best price is January, so that was strategic. And then I believe the fields that pretty much we're gonna do a ton of soybeans in the next cycle. So the field that we just planted next time will be soybeans. The field we're harvesting is we're gonna do sorghum again in it, and then soybeans after that. The canola we're gonna harvest in August. We're gonna try to flip that to be maybe a sorghum or oat field. I'll probably do sorghum because then that would be ready as well by December to sell it at tip-top price or peak price. So trying not to do the same crops all the time, but right now we're trying to maximize profit and get things. I kind of want to just be able to harvest and sell things quicker. And that way, if we keep doing this strategy, when it comes to the end of year 5, we'll be able to just not have anything sold at a cheap price. Like we want to sell everything at peak price if all possible. So that's the thought process. But we got the lime all prepped. I don't think this harvest is. I don't think they're deep enough into the harvest for us to not catch up, but I think we will somewhat try because I do want to at least get it cultivated here in July and then plant it in August. So we'll do as much as we can, let them keep going, and then finish the lime. Yeah, they're moving pretty good now. All right, we'll go get as far ahead as we can, or we get as far as we can on this, and then we'll take a break. You know what I mean. We'll figure it out. I think we got as far as we can now. We're gonna go ahead and stop right there. Let's back up just a hair from when we pick back up. And it is time. We will be taking over, finishing this harvest, because otherwise we're not gonna get everything done. Grain cart's coming. We did fill up. Called him in plenty of time. I'm not sure why I don't have as good a luck with this as Courseplay does. Need to read the instructions a little better, but not too much to do left on this field. We'll get the lime applied, we'll get it cultivated, and then it'll be time to be August. Alrighty, we're almost done here. Quite a grind of a harvest. Feel like most of it was waiting for our helper, but I just got to figure out auto drive a little bit better. And yeah, they have plenty of capacity, so we'll be able to just fill them up at the end here, get back to liming, and then cultivating. Long July. Long July. And unloading the last bit here. And we'll take a look at what the total is after they successfully drop it off at the silo. Oops, this is the one we wanted. So now I want to go ahead and tell it to, yep, that'll do it. Okay. We'll get this off the field so we can finish liming and then quickly get to cultivating. And we'll just make sure it's out of the way. Maintenance, I think we'll want to do pretty soon on this. Last task of the day. And then we'll get to August. Keep saying that, I know. We'll get there. Get this cultivated, we'll get it planted next month. I'm itching to make more money though. I don't like the fact that we're still sitting at 2.3. It's in the bag, guys. A little bit of daylight left. Cruising along here, getting it done. Been thinking about a lot of upcoming series. Good little brainstorming session I've had going while cultivating. It's fun. I got some cool ideas for you guys in the future. Can't wait to share them. It's just gonna take time. Can't do it all at once. Definitely got to get the lime off of this. That's something we don't like. Oh, we're losing power over here. There we go. Pressure washer's not working very good. 6% damage just doing that. Man, used equipment. Was this used though? The hours on this thing, not that thing. Yeah, I don't remember, guys. But the maintenance seems to be dropping quick at this point. 30 hours into it. All right, just do a little bit of chores here to make sure we're good to make it August, and we'll make it so. Starting out with rain this morning, which means we'll probably want to focus on planting because we can do that in the rain. We don't want to harvest in the rain. 700 seeds. I'm not sure that's going to be enough, but we'll give it a shot. Great demand at the sell everything, huh? Let's check prices of things. I guess basically silage is the big thing we're worried about right now. Prices aren't terrible. Might end up selling today, we'll see. All right, get it all topped off with fertilizer. And we'll see, I don't remember if there's seed in here, but we're gonna gamble with the 700. Oh, there is a little bit, all right, change it to sorghum. And we'll top it off, and we should be good. Man, this is starting to feel like a small implement now. It's all right, though. And we should have the field in the back there ready to harvest, I believe. Oh, it looks like it's not. That's kind of good, because what we got going on right now. All right, so we'll just do exactly what we just did. Drive over this field a ton of times. And I think it'll be good. Away we go. Again, sorghum, this will be ready in December, so we'll be able to get it all harvested and sold before the end of year 4. So I did want to address the channel a little bit and some changes you're probably seeing and maybe confused by. We've been very inconsistent with video length, with release schedule. I've been chasing things and dealing with things that in a certain way that needs to be improved, and burnout's the big thing I've been trying to avoid with some of these changes, and I think I finally found a schedule and a plan that's gonna work. And really what I did was I went back and watched a lot of Cattle Ranch and Whiskey RP, because honestly that was when I was having the absolute most fun with this channel, along with the farm rescue, which all 3 will be coming back relatively soon. They're all planned. They're being planned. But moving forward, it'll probably be smaller chunks of content, a little bit smaller or shorter videos that are focused on a smaller amount of time. I've flirted with the idea of doing 3 months at a time like we're doing in this series. I've flirted with the idea of doing even longer per video. And the stress level, the the pressure that puts on me to try to do those quick enough to have a decent release schedule with the absorbent, is that the word? The increased amount of time per video that goes into it, where I don't mind doing that, but I really looked back at the analytics and looked back at everything on the channel, and the channel performed a lot better when we're doing smaller videos that then were digested into supercuts a lot better. And so there's a large amount of the audience that's going to want the longer videos. They will still be coming out. They're just going to be, they won't be as regular as they were. And that's what the burnout was. I was really trying to chase views and chase the big videos and the supercuts to bring in more revenue, and just being completely honest. And the burnout was constant. So I'm going to go back to making content the way we did early on with this channel when it really started growing, and try to get back to a good mental state. And I think I have a plan for that. So the one thing that you're going to learn about this channel if you're new, and the thing that you know if you've been here a long time, is I am as transparent as they come when it comes to sharing information with you guys. I don't know if it's for the betterment of the channel or if it's you know, something that actually hurts and turns people away, but that's me. I try to be transparent. I try to share as much with you as possible that doesn't, I don't know, I like to say I'm an open book, and that's why these time lapses will show me using speed override, because I'm playing the way I want to play and trying to deliver content that I feel like you guys would find very entertaining. And finding the balance of the full-time job and the life. And I know I've ranted about this a lot in the last few months, and I'm hoping this is the last one, especially on this channel. I just felt like it was worth sharing with you guys that the videos are going to be shorter and a little bit of an explanation why. But there should be more videos coming out more regularly than there would be if I went the other direction. I would rather give you guys 6 to 7 videos a week than 2 to 3, or 1 to 2 sometimes, depending on what's going on in the given series. And all finished here. Well, finished with planting. We got to weed it still, and then do another application of fertilizer next month. So moving good though. I think we'll take a look at everything else, because I believe we want to do the weeds on this, and I'll probably use one of the other John Deeres for that while we switch to doing fertilizer on the field to my right, which I believe needs its second application. But we'll clean all this equipment and then jump straight to that. Man, rainy August. And just double checking everything. Let's go ahead and go weeds. We know the new one we planted is getting taken care of. We can fertilize this one today, but not the one that we just planted. Everything else looking good. I think 5,000 will be plenty to get going here. And it is hard to see, so definitely using guided steering here. Here we go. We'll go ahead and get all this done. And we're going to check prices on everything one more time, just in case there's some sneak surprises in there. Maybe sell a little bit of lumber next and move around some milk. And then check silage as well, because I want to see this number higher. All right, how's this looking here? Yep, just a little bit more to do after this pass. Looking good. And just finishing up the fertilizer here, and they're doing a good job with the weeds. But I think it's time to check on those prices and see if there's anything worth selling. Let's start with the prices of silage here. $6 difference. I think we're going to do it. And I think we're going to grab the case because it's the fastest. All right, and where was it the best price at? Was the farmer's market. Be $33,319. We'll be well above 2.5 million when we end today's episode. And that means we're financially halfway there with 14. Well, it'll be 16 months to go. And we've passed the 2.5 million mark with about 3 more trips to go. So we'll be pushing 2.6. And the last load here is only 13 bales. Won't quite get us to 2.6, but we got a plan to get there. All right, got us close. This should do it. 4,000 wood beams, 4,000 planks long. Great price at the warehouse. Goat milk didn't get as high as I was hoping today, so we're gonna have to hold off till September to sell that, but we're gonna be, you know, well on our way to 5 million here. Next episode, we might eclipse the 3 million mark. It'll be very close. And just, it'll be 2 million to go at that point. We've got this, like I said, it's in the bag. It's just a matter of time. There's another 60 grand there. So we're at $2.65 million. Ending today's episode in August here. 4 months to go in year 4. And I'm almost thinking we'll get to close to 4 million at that point. Fingers crossed. Thanks for hanging out. A couple days, you'll get the next episode. They'll come out a little bit quicker now that we're doing a little bit shorter time frame. I'm SocksWayUp. Thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you on the next episode.